Dear students, in our last period, we see vertical circular motion. Again, due to COVID-19, in this year 2021 and 2022, some syllabus of physics also reduction. That reduction in syllabus, due to that reduction of point, we started our next point. The next point is expression for rotational kinetic energy, or this question can be asked to HSC exam. Show that or prove that kinetic energy is equal to half I omega square. Similarly, this question can also be asked, prove that kinetic energy of a rotating body is equal to half I omega square. Now, to solve this question, first we draw this diagram. When we draw this diagram, here in this diagram, there is a rigid body. This is the shape of rigid body. This rigid body consists of n number of particles. So right here, the body of n particles is drawn here. Here this body, which is passing through point O, and it is rotated in anti-clockwise direction. Suppose there are number of particles. First particle of mass m1, which is from point O, and the perpendicular distance from m1 is r1. Now there is the next particle. Next particle is m2. m2 is the particle of mass which is from point O, and the perpendicular distance is r2. Similarly, we take third point or third particle. The third particle of mass m3, which is perpendicular distance from O, is r3. And similarly, m4, m5 dash last particle of mass mn and the perpendicular distance from O is rn, which is drawn here. Now we write here, consider a rigid body with constant angular speed. This is the constant angular speed omega. About an axis perpendicular to the plane of paper. These are perpendicular to the plane of paper. Now it consists of n particles of masses m1, m2, m3 dash mn at a perpendicular distance r1, r2, r3 dash rn from rotation. All particle performs uniform circular motion with different linear speed. So first particle having linear speed is v1, second particle having linear speed v2, third particle having linear speed v3, similarly dash last particle having linear speed vn. So we write here, we know that linear speed, let v1 equal to, it is equal to r1 into omega. Similarly, we calculate linear speed for second particle, v2 equal to r2 into omega. Similarly, dash linear speed of last particle, vn equal to rn into omega. So kinetic energy of particle of mass m1, first we take first particle having mass m1 is given by kinetic energy is equal to, we know formula, it is equal to 1/2 mv square. For first particle having mass m1, so we write here kinetic energy equal to 1/2 m1 v1 square. Now substitute value of v1 which we have calculated earlier. So we know that v1 equal to r1 omega. When we square it, we get v1 square equal to r1 square into omega square. Now substitute this value in this equation, we get kinetic energy equal to 1/2 m1. Value of v1 equal to r1 square omega square. Here we substitute this value. So that is the kinetic energy of first particle. So rotational kinetic energy is the sum of individual translational kinetic energy. First we calculate here for first particle. Now we calculate for all particles. Therefore, rotational kinetic energy is given by sum of. Here first particle having kinetic energy 1/2 m1 r1 square omega square. Second particle having kinetic energy 1/2 m2 r2 square omega square plus dash. Last particle having kinetic energy mn rn square omega square. Now we take half common. So we get kinetic energy equal to half common. What will remain here? Here m1 r1 square is remaining. Second term m2 r2 square is remaining plus dash. Last term is mn rn square is remaining and omega square. In all terms there is omega square. So we take omega square common here. Now kinetic energy is equal to half. So we write here summation of I equal to 1 to n. We write here mi ri square into omega square, where we substitute I equal to 1, I equal to 2 or I equal to 3. When we substitute I equal to 1, we get first term half m1 r1 square into omega square. When we substitute I equal to 2, we get second term kinetic energy equal to half m2 r2 square omega square. When we substitute I equal to n last term, we get mn rn square into omega square. But we know that kinetic or summation of I equal to 1 to n mi ri square is nothing but it is represented by letter capital I, and capital I is called like moment of inertia. So moment of inertia capital I, we replace in this equation, we got kinetic energy equal to half I omega square, where I is known as moment of inertia. When we ask a question, derive expression for rotational kinetic energy or prove that or show that kinetic energy equal to half I omega square, then answer of that question is completed here. After that we define what is the definition of or what is the concept of moment of inertia. So we write here I is the moment of inertia. Now we define definition of moment of inertia. So moment of inertia of a rigid body about an axis of rotation is defined as the sum of product of mass of each particle and square of perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. Here again in this figure we see that here is the first particle having mass m1 and the perpendicular distance is r1. Second particle having mass m2 and perpendicular distance is r2. The moment of inertia is equal to sum of product of mass, here mass is m1, and square of perpendicular distance r1 square. So we write it is represented by letter capital I. Capital I equal to summation of I equal to 1 to n mi ri square, where I equal to 1, 2, 3 dash. When we substitute I equal to 1, I equal to 2, I equal to 3, we get first, second, third equation, where mi is known as mass of ith particle and ri is the perpendicular distance from axis of rotation. Now we define what is SI unit of moment of inertia. We know formula for moment of inertia I equal to mr square. That is the formula for moment of inertia. So from that formula, from that equation we calculate its SI unit. So SI unit of moment of inertia is given by, here is the m is the mass. So mass is measured in kilogram. R is the perpendicular distance. Distance is measured in meter. So kilogram meter square is the SI unit of moment of inertia. Similarly, we find out a CGS unit. A CGS unit of moment of inertia is gram centimeter square. Also, we calculate dimension of moment of inertia. So dimension of moment of inertia is for mass we take m raised to power 1. For distance, and here is the square of distance. For square of distance we have to take here L raised to power 2, and to measure moment of inertia time is not necessary. So we write dimension of moment of inertia I equal to in square bracket m raised to power 1, L raised to power 2, T raised to power 0, square bracket close. Now for a continuous distribution, moment of inertia is represented by letter summation of r square dm, where dm is called as very small mass and r is also called as it is the perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. So that is another formula used for moment of inertia in terms of integration. This formula is in terms of summation, another formula is in terms of distribution.